All right, let's bring you this developing story unfolding just a short while ago. Edenvale High School has been robbed. 2 suspects have been shot dead. We're also told 1 other suspect was injured in a shootout with police. eNCA's Lindokuhle Xulu, he's on the scene. He's going to bring us the latest on the story now. Linda, I think possibly what other parents will be asking themselves this afternoon is how did armed robbers gain access to Edenvale High School?
Well, that's the question, Michelle, as we got confirmation from the South African Police Services, Lindokuhle, who said that 2 people who were the assailants, who were part of the robbers, were indeed confirmed to have been dead. And of course, 1 of them is injured. But we understand that there is another 2 that is in custody. Of course, those are the questions that the parents will be asking and the community in general as to what exactly led to this incident, if it is indeed a robbery. And of course, why, how did they gain access into this facility, which is a school here in Edenvale. But one of the things that I can confirm to you again is that we saw the MEC for Education, Banyaza Lisufi, who just went inside the offices. We understand he will be engaging and trying to get to the bottom of what exactly happened, and then he will come out and address the media. But those are the confirmations we've been able to gather so far. That question of how they gained access will be, of course, answered. I'll just move out of shot and show you this is still a crime scene. We understand the South African Police Services are conducting the investigations here, but what we have been told by some of the police people here was that in fact they were able to act swiftly on this because this school is next to a police station, and when they got word they were able to act swiftly and apprehend as well as engage with some of the suspects that have died here. We are confirming that indeed 2 people have been killed, and that is those people from the robberies.
Now, Linda, just a note to our viewers, there is quite a long delay in our connection between the studio here in Johannesburg and our reporter on the scene. But, Linda, what can you tell us about the pupils themselves, who I'm sure must be in an extreme state of shock at the moment?
Well, I think, Michelle, quite understandably so, the pupils are, in fact, disturbed by this. We saw some of them, in fact, at the entrance when we got here of the school. The other entrance, not this particular one, but when we saw them, some of them were having conversations among themselves and, of course, with some of their parents. And the word there is, of course, that they are shocked about this, and they're saying that some of them eavesdropping to other conversations that were had between the pupils was that this is a bizarre incident indeed. But we did see some of the parents, in fact, swiftly coming and collecting some of the pupils here. We haven't gotten a statement from the school or the SGP of the school, but we saw that even the community police forum of this area was able to respond swiftly. They are here and monitoring the situation as well as, assisting the South African Police Services with some of the investigations that they are doing here, and, of course, conducting this particular crime scene in gathering all the information. But also the information that came out of here was that, in fact, they have gotten 3 firearms, assault rifles that are 2 of the assault rifles, and, of course, a pistol that are unregistered and unlicensed. So that is all the information we have been able to gather at this particular point in time. But we are waiting for more detail from some of the police services as well as the MEC for Gauteng Education.
All right, that was our reporter Lindokuhle Xulu live to us there from the scene. It seems just outside Edenvale High School, where a suspected robbery has been foiled just over the past sort of hour or so. The situation unfolding at the school. Lindokuhle telling us a little earlier that he received the call around 1 o'clock this afternoon that armed men were on the scene, were at Edenvale High School. It's unclear still at this stage, though, just how these people would have gained access to the high school. That is, of course, a crucial question that parents, everyone involved, will want to be answered this afternoon. But our reporter reporting from an active crime scene, there are still assault rifles that are on the scene. We were told earlier that 3 unlicensed firearms had been recovered. We're also being told that people are still being warned to stay away from the area around Edenvale High School. Police are still, in fact, on the hunt for other suspected armed robbers who got away in 2 cars. What we know, what has now been confirmed, is that 2 suspects were shot dead, that a 3rd was injured in that shootout. We are told that when the police arrived on the scene, they were confronted by the robbers who were leaving the school at the same time, and that is when that shootout ensued. Of course, we'll continue to bring you more coverage on the story as it continues to unfold.